Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now this program is about the classes in Java. Now let's see how we can declare classes in Java using the IntelliJ IDE. Okay, so here class declaration in Java. Right, so this is a comment. Okay, when you want to declare a class, you will write a reserved word class, and then it is followed by a class name. Suppose here we are having a circle as an example, right? And then they are followed by the curly braces. Now this is the class of Java. Now we know that every class contains two components. It's data members and methods. Data members represent the characteristics of the object, and method represent the behavior of the object. So let's suppose we are having two data member taking private. Now private is a format specifier. Whenever you declare something as private, it can be used only within the class body. It cannot be accessed from outside of the class, right? So private is a format specifier, or we can say it is a scope modifier as well. So here taking double is the data type, and taking radius rate variable. Okay, now next let's suppose we are taking another variable of type double, and it is a, and we will take this a to calculate some area. Okay, now here in the class we know that we have previously talked about that class contains methods as well. So suppose we are having two methods in this class. Let's suppose the one is SetData. Okay, this method we want to use to set some values to our variables, like let's suppose we say that radius equal to some value 4.5 or 6. Okay, and then now this is actually a method. Okay, a method look like a function. It may have or may not have some return type. It will have a name, and then it is followed by the parenthesis and the curly braces. Okay, now and within the body you can give any type of coding according to your programming need. Okay, now here I am introducing another method. Let's suppose show data. Okay, in this method I want to give some more details about the program. Suppose I want to print some values, and I have kept the print statement in this method, right? So now in the previous lecture I told you that system is a class in java.link package, and output is a streamline. We can take the Prctl class here, and then a Prctl method in that. Okay, now here I want to give a message to the user that area of circle is, when I will calculate the area, this method will print the result to me. Okay, now system dot out dot println. Okay, now in this method I'm going to print the variable a. Okay, now this section is to assign inputs to the variable, and this method will show the output of our program. Now next is how we can calculate the area. How we will calculate the area? So we must have another method by the name area or calculation. This method will calculate the area of the circle. Okay, so we know that area of the circle is pi r square. Here is the formula. A equal to, we will say 3.1415, 3.1415. this is pi constant value, and then radius, steric radius. Okay, the steric is the multiplication arithmetic operator. Okay, now in this class we are having three methods this time. One is you can see SetData. It will set the value of a variable radius to some float value, and then ShowData. With the help of this we will print the values, and then another method is area, with the help of which we will calculate the area of the circle. Okay, now in this class when we want to create object, we must have a constructor in our program. Now what is a constructor? Constructor is actually a special kind of member function whose task or job is to instantiate an object. Constructor is also a method, but it is a special type of method, and it name is same as the class name. Okay, so here I am introducing a constructor with the name is same a class name. Okay, so I can write some comments here to tell you that this is a constructor. Okay, so this is the constructor of our program. Now look at it, its name is same as the class name. Okay, so this is the speciality of a constructor, that it will have the same name as the class name. And what does it do? It actually initializes the object with a certain initial value. So we want to initialize our variable. Now here I want to initialize this radius with some initial value 0.0 suppose. Okay, so this is the constructor. Whenever we will create the object, this constructor is automatically called, and data member rate is initialized with the initial value 0.0. Okay, now here in main we will create the objects of our user defined class. Okay, now here in the menu you can see that I have already created here an object. This is actually the declaration of the object. You can declare another look at it like this circle. Now here you can see that circle is a class. Okay, and if you want to declare another object, suppose that is C2. Okay, now equal new is the parameter, it is an operator with the help of which we can create a new instance of the class. Okay, so C2 is actually a new instance, it is a new object. Okay, now what we want to call the circle method, which is actually a constructor, right? So this is I'm calling this constructor. Okay, now here you can see that C1 SetData. What actually happens, okay, with the help of C1 SetData is called. There here you see that we have already here. Now C1 is the calling object, and what does it call? It is calling this SetData method, and here radius is assigned initial value, initial value, it is 4.5. it is initialized with the 4.5. okay, now and here I add C1 dot area. Now what actually happens, C1 is the calling, and it is calling the area method of the class. There it will calculate the area. You can see that we have given some calculation here, like where it is, look at it, this here. Now this member function is actually what it is calculating the area of a circle. And here now look at it, here C1 dot show data. Actually now we are calling the results to method which is the show data. Okay, now run it, this program. Okay, now look at it. Here the output is area is you can see area is of the circle is some this. Look at the result, look at this. Okay, now if you want to calculate the area for C2 object, you can do like this: C2 dot what, suppose we say C2 dot first we are going to set data. Okay, so we are calling the set data member function. Here you see set data, then C2 dot area, and then C2 dot show data. Okay, now here we have called again these three methods with the second object C2. Now let's see what is the effect on the output. Okay, now here you can see we are having two values. Look at this, area of the circle is this and area of the circle is this. Two times we have called the object C1 and the C1 and C2. Okay, now this was all about the simple declaration of the class. I hope you will understand it. Okay.